Good morning. Don't I look lovely? I just rolled out of bed, literally. It's like 7 a.m. I'm outside my kids' school because I just dropped her off. She likes to go to school so early, so I'm waiting for one of her friends to show up. So, I know that she's not here by herself, but I just wanted to say I did it. I went ahead and got a personal loan. Yeah, this sucks, doesn't it? I mean, being a single mom in this America is really, really, really tough. I mean, I'm working, right? I am working my butt off. And I had 2 jobs, but the end of March I got laid off from one. So now I just have the one job that I've had for 7 years. Literally 7 years, 2 months, and whatever today's dated, add in those days, 24 days or whatever. Yeah. So I've been here for a long time. But the paycheck just doesn't cover what it used to, and bills just keep getting higher and higher and higher. I get 0 child support. I get nothing from the state. I don't get food stamps. I don't get cash aid. All those social services that all those upper middle class and rich people like to say, and that us taxpayers, including myself, pay into. I pay Medi-Cal and Social Security services. They take like freaking almost $200 out of every single check to pay for these services, which, according to everybody else, as a single mom with children, I'm entitled to receive. But somehow the government always comes out with oh, you make too much money, you're $1 over. Or my favorite, they like to calculate your gross income and then add in any tips that you collect, even though those tips are already added onto your paycheck. So the government's saying, oh, you make $2,900 and change. But when I had my loan done, they're like, oh, you only make $2,093. And I'm like, tell me about it. The government claims I make an extra $1,000. I don't know where they get that from because I've never seen that extra money. Matter of fact, I had to take this loan out because the government says I owe them money. Yeah, a couple years ago, my boss, I guess one of his bookkeepers filed that I was self-employed and then sent me W-2s. I filed on those W-2s. But since my employer said I was self-employed, that automatically put me in a higher tax bracket, right? So my tax service said I didn't owe money, but the government says I owe money. And then they slapped a $1,000 fee on top of that, owing them money because I guess I didn't get them their money quick enough. There was a pandemic involved here, people. No one's taking my phone calls to tell me why and what numbers my boss put that are different from mine. They're just saying the numbers are different. Well, he's probably wrong then. Do you ever think about that? Anyways, so after we wasted like 3 minutes of my segueing, I got a loan. I used OMF, which is Onemainfinancial. A couple years ago, I used a different company called Personify, but you can't get Personify loans in California no more, which was really sad because they had terrific low rates. I mean, my last loan, I only paid like $80 a month, I think, like between $69 and $80. So somewhere around there, for like 2 years to pay it off. So yeah, so it's a personal, like an installment loan. In my area, the minimum you can get is $3,500. I qualified for more, so yay, good news. But I was like, how could I afford to pay more back? You get more, it's a higher payment. As much as I could use an extra $5,000 in my pocket, it would just go to bills anyways. So I'm like, crap, I don't want to pay that many bills. So I just took the minimum allowed, just so I could have some breathing room. Just because I wiped out my savings during this pandemic, completely wiped it out. And I kept telling myself, I'll get food stamps again, it'll lessen the burden because my food bill is like freaking almost $900, $1,000 a month, I'm feeding 4 in my house, plus I have disabled parents and a brother too that came back to help with disabled parents. So there's a lot of us, and we all, pull together our resources and stuff. And the county hates that. Oh, the county hates that. They want you, like, one of the first questions they ask is, do you get money from anyone else? Are you giving money to anyone else? And if you tell them yes, they're automatically going to conclude that, oh, you got money to spare. It's not well, yeah, I give my dad $20 for gas this week, and next week he gives me $20 for gas because it's in between both of our paychecks. That's how we survive. That's how most of families around the world survive. We pull together. But when your parents don't have deep pockets or any pockets to pull out much more than $20, bills growing up higher. I need breathing room, so my car, it needs some service done. I mean, that's another thing. I got in an accident, right? A deer hit me. I didn't hit a car or nothing. A deer hit my car, messed up the front end. I took it into Caliber Collision, something like that. It's a really nice mechanic shop right here in Auburn. I think it's actually just directly behind my school. It's like on Nevada Street. And they did really good. You can't even tell there was an accident, except for the windshield still got a crack in it. I asked them to replace it because it got pushed in, and they just like resealed it. But my windshield wipers, the fluid, see, there's no fluid coming out. It's filled. I just filled it. I cleaned them thinking maybe it had like dirt and stuff left over from the winter. Nope. Just they got the car running, but they didn't fix some of the stuff that wasn't broken before I had the impact with the deer. So I don't know if that was like an insurance thing, because the cost to repair my car was almost going to total out the value of the car. I got 3 quotes. 2 of them were like, it's not worth it. Third one, I was like, dude, I owe money on this car and I need a car. And he was like, we'll get it working for you. So God bless you, CC's, for getting it up and running. It bugs me that the windshield won't get cleaned. Anyways, yeah, so I got the loan so I could pay for stuff like this that has to get done. Now I gotta go look for another job so I can pay that loan back. Have a good day, y'all.